If you have a really skinny, very blonde brows and you lived through the 90s and plucked them too thin and you want them to look like this, there are 3 steps to get this brow. Let's get into it. First things first, you need a brow glue. You can find this one anywhere. This is the brand, and this is their newest edition, which is a little bit more hardcore. You gotta squeeze it pretty hard, and then you wanna press the brow gel through your lashes backwards and forwards, really coating all of the hairs, and then brush them upward. This little applicator has a little bit of a brush to it, and then I like to push them down and kind of laminate them to my face. That is step 1. Step 2 is to use a brow powder. I'm going to dampen my brush with a little bit of a setting spray, but you could use a hydrating toner or water or rubbing alcohol. And I'm going to start at just before the first brow hair. So just a little bit of an early start, and we're gonna make a straight line up to the top of the arch and then down to the tail. That is our baseline, and then we'll go back in, making sure our brush is still damp. And we're using the Blonde Brow Powder from Science of Pretty. And now we're just gonna go in and make little hair-like strokes. You just barely have to touch it. If your brush is shaped right, it shouldn't take much to get those hair-like strokes. And now we're gonna let that dry and use a brow pencil over the top. Now, we could stop here because this is a pretty good brow, but look at the difference between the two. This one has just a little bit more depth of color and a little bit more dimension to it. You can kind of see the hair strokes, which lengthens out the face. And this one is just lacking that extra definition. So we're gonna take our Science of Pretty brown pencil and tap a little bit of dimension into the brows with just the lightest touch. We don't really need to fill them in. We're just giving them that little extra bit of texture and filling in a few places that needed some extra dimension. So there we go. You are 3 steps away from full brows, no matter how skinny your brows are. We doubled up the brow powder and the brow pencil. We made a bundle, so you get a savings when you buy them both. They're in my TikTok shop.